So, new game. We're going to go ahead and do Shadowrun Dragonfall, the director's cut. Apologies. My German and my German accent are terrible. I can hear it in my head far better than I can perform it. Now, granted, the way this world works, people move all over the place. You may be in the Berlin Free Zone, for instance, Free Berlin, and yet still be from Chicago or South America. Anyhow, the year is 2054. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draw you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the Great Dragon Feuerschwinge only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. If only it were that simple. Well, Normal provides a balanced combat experience and is suitable for most new players. We recommend Hard for turn-based combat veterans looking for a tactical challenge. Note, this applies to Dragonfall and all user-created content. We'll go for Hard instead of Very Hard. That's insane, but we just played, so we'll go with Hard. So, man or woman? Do we want to be a man or a woman this time? I'll take some input from chat on this. We've got the basics of what we want to do, but we can... the characterization stuff like that, we can work together a little bit. Alright, that's one for each. Troll, we will not be playing a troll. That's for sure. Their charisma is too limited for me. But I've only got one who wants a man, one who wants a woman. I know there's more people than that in chat. No, troll's not happening. Female dwarven rigger. But that's 2 for men. Enemy now says man. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a feller then. Alright, so we've got humans. Humans are kind of cool because they get +3 karma to start the game. Let's see here. Dwarf is +1 to willpower. Orcs are +1 to body. Their strength goes up, but we don't really care about body or strength. Or even willpower. Yeah. It's... well, we know that we're going to play a rigger decker, so we're not going to do a mage. This doesn't hurt any of the stats that I need. It just doesn't matter that I have a bonus to body or strength or willpower. Like, literally none of those are going to affect what we're going to build it at all. Be a mom? M-O-M? Oh, male orc mage. Orc is not going to work because they have a charisma and an intelligence penalty. I mean, 9 is normal maxes for everybody. The fact that you ever go over on things is due to being a metahuman. So elves, for instance, dwarves, orcs. I mean, trolls 17 body can be pretty amazing in a physical adept, but that's not what we're playing. So, as long as, I mean, I'm fine with playing a male dwarf. That's cool. We can do that. So, deckers, intelligence, riggers, intelligence, right? So it's really just, we want to be a high intelligence and we want a high charisma as well so that we can do a face, which is why we can't do orcs or trolls, because they have penalties, rather sizable penalties to charisma. So, I mean, we can be a half stack. That's not a problem. We are going to go ahead and take a look at rigor. Probably choose the right gender, though. So let's look at portraits here. What do we got? God damn, it just looks like somebody sat on us. As we know, we're really not going to see too much of the body from the distance that we're at, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, but look at the penalties, right? So troll can be a body of 17, but their quickness is reduced, their intelligence is reduced, and their charisma is reduced. Same thing with orcs, right? We see a reduction in charisma and intelligence in order to get them the higher body and strength. Although really they have a better stat spread. They get more bonuses than they get penalties. But it's a problem for us. Now we played Elf last time. Elf doesn't really help us here. We're not going to hit 12 in charisma. There's like literally no point to that. Having 3 extra karma to start the game is kind of nice. I don't know, human or dwarf? It's got to be one of those two. Okay, Corilla, maybe it does to have more low int and charisma. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit our build. If we were going to do a physical adept, hell yes, the biggest, dumbest, most cybered up brute that we could possibly play would be hilarious. But we need to basically be a rigger decker, especially because it replaces my least favorite character in this. So, dwarf. What's the one at the right? Physical adepts could, but yeah, no, that's more of a Street Sam thing. You're right. The one on the right here is a troll. Big, ugly bastards. But they have penalties and max and caps at stats that we need to maximize. So they are not for us this time. Wow, that's really chromed up. Probably more chrome than I think I want on at the moment. Hi, my name's Abe Sapien. Look at my goggles. Yeah. That guy's pretty generic, but let's go with him. Orcs have a boost to body and a small boost to strength. But those are just maximum increases. They all do get a +1 to body. wisdom or willpower is basically the stat for shamans in this. So dwarf shamans are really where it's at, but we're not really going to play that, so it's not necessary. A mustache or a beard is necessary. Well, it's not Dungeons and Dragons. We need a mustache or a beard? Dwarf without a beard is a travesty and must be remedied. I see that we've got a very specific... Some people are voting with their pants. Because somebody suggested dwarf. Humans actually... Statistically, humans the best for our build. But... I don't want one with a big, like, magic tattoo on him. More magic. It's a little more cybery than I want. Maybe? I don't know. When I played this game the first time, I want to say that I went with a female dwarf shaman? Yeah, I think I played a shaman. What other one? The Blackbeard one? What Blackbeard one? No, I don't like those. I don't like the tattoos. I don't want magic tattoos on a person that doesn't do magic. I could look and see what the humans have got. There's more human portraits than anything else, usually. Because they're almost always backers that got shape-shifted into the game. Interesting how they're all pretty much clean-shaven, though, right? There's a guy who's got a beard, but for the most part... Jesus, what are you wearing down here? Scuba gear? But yeah, for the most part, they don't give them a whole lot. Bleh, none of those really look good either. Alright. That'll work. That'll work. Okay, so what did we start with? What did it suggest us? We got the one free body. So, I mean, 10 extra hit points is our racial bonus, really. It's alright, I guess. Let's take a look here. Strength. Intelligence, right? So we're pretty much going to want to do some things in intelligence. We're probably going to want some biotech, want some decking. We may have to give up on ESP control in order to do drone control. And then, of course, drone combat's good. If we look at willpower, we'll probably never increase it. We don't need spell casting or chi casting. Charisma we'll want to bump, but we won't use any of these things. Notice that they removed cyberware affinity. It's gone now. So it's just body, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. We're not really going to put any points into quickness or ranged combat or anything. We're going to pretty much rely entirely upon our drone and hope that it's good. Why were you disappointed that they changed from willpower to int? I mean, it's a dramatically simplified system. I guess they couldn't really... They said basically like, okay, so you have some sort of cybernetic control, here's your same stat. Because what did Shaman use before? Because they're charisma now. Because it fit better. But that doesn't really tell me why. Why does it fit better for them to have a high willpower than a high intelligence? I don't understand. Well, true, I guess they all are going to use multiples. Krilla says the shaman used both intelligence and willpower. Yeah. All right. All right, so we also need some decking, though. We only have 6 available karma. I'm wondering if it's actually worth it. Yeah, let's go back. Let's make our own. I'm not sure. Yeah, 60. All right, so let's go ahead and bump up to like 3 body. Bump up quickness to like 2. I'm not even going to put any points in ranged combat yet. Put a couple points in dodge. Strength. Chance to hit with melee or throwing weapons. We're really not going to use that. We'll fill in some of this so we're not entirely objectively terrible, but... What does this do? Maximum intelligence for trolls was 6. 50 d6s for every player. That is definitely old school. Alright, let's do like biotech to 3. I don't know that we'll need to go higher than that, but I want to be able to see hit points. And I want to go ahead and get my decking up to at least 3 so that we can start with a better than basic deck. Now for drone control, able to do 2 drones right here is pretty awesome. We want drone combat. So we're already at Karma 4. We may have to, like, pull this down just a little bit. Hey, Ryan! Thank you for the bits, man. 2 willpower, that's fine. We do need an etiquette. What etiquettes should we go for, I wonder? Trying to remember what's useful here. I think corporate's still pretty useful. Gang, I want to say, is probably a little more useful. Let's go for... Yeah, let's go for Corp. Corp's always useful, and just knowing what's going to come slightly later in the game, Corp is always useful. Actually going to reduce the drone combat by 1, and just drone damage 1 plus 2 hit points worth of damage. It's alright. I really want that charisma. Now we're going to get more points. And we actually don't have to spend all of our points right now. They stay there. We can continue spending them almost immediately as we uncover new things. So body 3, quickness 2, with dodge of 2. Intelligence 5, biotech 3, decking 3, drone combat or drone control 4, drone combat 3, charisma 3. Damn. That's pretty low. But we'll get some karma here pretty soon, I think. You've unspent karma. Are you sure you want to finish with it? You may spend it later by accessing the character screen. Alright. Many runners use a street name, a handle, or a working name. Names like Half-Jack or Lady Z. Others stick with their given name or adopt a nickname. Please choose a name for your character. Let's go with Bod. As in modems, but also Germanic sounding. That'll work. Alright, so let's play the beginning here. The Harfeld Manor Run. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew, but things went south, and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the Great Dragon Feuerschwinge only has so much sway in a place of constantly evolving power, such as Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your third run with Monica and her team, an old castle holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is the standard smash and grab, check the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. No, I'm not going to name myself New Larry. Harfeld Manor, 2054, 1 hour east of Berlin. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old castle holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day, and now she's your team leader. Your decking skills may be sharp, but hers are Nova hot. Running with Monica is like taking a master class in ice breaking. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes. Top to bottom. Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love? Dietrich, shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Maybe. How many times have I told you? You can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth. That tried trash will rot your brain. It's educational, she grins. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light, a few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. Just like old times, eh? Monica's smile returns, more wistful this time. The moonlight catches her face at a strange angle. Yeah, just like old times. Milk run or not, we should be careful. Glory. Razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, are you in position? The comlink crackles, and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut. I have a clear line of fire on the estate service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent. Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. The comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See? We're professionals. All right, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Worm talk is on tonight. Lori raises an eyebrow. Slightly. I told you. It's educational. So get your stuff and we'll head in. So we can grab our gear from the van here. We can choose to grab a weapon. There are a few spares to choose from. And so we get to pick what we want. Really, the only thing that we kind of are going to take, I guess, is... I don't know that we can use any of this to start with, so we'll just grab the shotgun. And then we'll grab the rest of our kit here. We got a sawed-off Benelli for the sawed-off rigger. Cool, we got a med kit and a frag grenade, and some money, and Doberman, who seems to be our drone, and a simple drone repair kit. You grab your running gear from a worn duffel bag near the weaponry. Alright, let's take a look at our gear here real quick. We've got Doberman, an attack drone, Class C, a basic combat drone that every rigger should own at least once in their shadow career. Okay. I literally don't even know if we're able to fire the shotgun or not. Come on, Dobie. So it looks like they've thrown some solar panels up on this old-ass holdfast. Feels a little out of place, doesn't it, to have metal mechanical doors and keycard readers built into the side of a castle. He's a digger rigger. Nice. New objective, keep the team alive. New objective, get to the lower floor. Okay. Got a cool motorcycle in here. A private museum. The owner of this estate must have money to burn. Some sort of dinosaur. The complete skeleton of a theropod dinosaur. It appears to be genuine. A variety of remarkably well-preserved Slavic artifacts. The vase in this case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scrollwork of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You can't help but notice the glass encasing it looks awfully flimsy. Yeah, maybe I'll come back for you later. I don't really want to smash the glass before we get what we came for. Who knows what alarm that would set off. The cask in this display case is decorated with inlaid panels of ivory scrimshaw. There's a door in this direction, and a door in this direction, and a locked door over there. Let's go this way, because that way is pointing to our objective. So maybe there's something cool in here that we can have. What the hell? Nope, just a fight! Turn-based combat. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Alright, well, we understand the idea behind that. So, control mode. And then we probably need to get out of view. I don't think we have any drone powers that we can... Yeah, no drone powers that we can activate yet. So let's get the hell out of the way. and glory. Hand raisers. What a mess. Alright, Monica. Take a look at this terminal. Security node. Security alert. Response plan. Quebec 6. Matrix operations locked. HTR team responding. I'll override the Matrix operations door lock. Matrix operations unlocked. Alright. And then we've got... let's get up here behind cover just in case some shit's gonna go down. Intruders in my position. How's the resolution? This is as close in as I can zoom, so is this too small to really be seen for you guys? Because we can try changing the resolution. It looks okay to me, but I want to make sure that it's viewable to you guys as you're watching Twitch. Gorilla says it's fine. Okay, good. Let's get our drone out there. Haul ass, little guy. Have Monica sprint up here and get behind cover. It's not really any cover, is it, Glory? Neither standing behind anybody, so... I mean, I guess just run as close as you can go. I should have moved him first. I didn't notice that he was already under cover from the previous turn. Oh well. Let's see here. Not enough points to cast that. Dragon Slayer Idol. Aids all friends within 3-tile range. Incoming damage is reduced by 3 rounds. Alright, yeah, it's focused on him, though. Let's go ahead and add some aim to Monica. Alright, well, if Glory's not going to be able to get undercover, we'll get undercover. Damn. Stop hurting my bot. $45% and 50%. No. Take what we can get, right? Get advanced by the numbers undercover. And that's really going to be the difference for hard. It's just going to make the combats longer. It's not actually really going to like change the gameplay in any significant or meaningful way. Yeah, we're going to stay back where we are. Go ahead and... There we go. And lightning AoE attack. Look at the glowing parts right there. Now that's what the ley lines look in this game. Pretty cool, right? There we go. That was a good hit. And they both took AP damage, so glad to see it. That's not really cover either. Alright, if we do a full-out run, we still don't really have anywhere that we can go to get cover, do we? We'll just get closer. I guess that's all we're going to get. It's closer. Yeah, we'll just stay right where we're at. That's fine. Oh, the drone missed. That's no good. Down we went. Excellent. Oh, the side door's open now, too. Let's go take a look at it. It's interesting that they're letting the non-combat guy drive everything forward. Alright, let's look about. Select a decker to jack in. But we lack a deck at this point in time, so it's pretty much got to be Monica. So she's running her Rinraku Craftwork 1. Alright. So notice that we're back to the old style of Matrix system exploration. Remember how powerful the Deckers were in the previous one. Not quite so powerful this time, huh? But we want this data store. We very much want to take it out. Because that usually means money. We don't ever want to leave money on the table like that. There's almost every mission has got some incidental cash that we can get. That we can sell afterwards. There we are. Pay data. Antiquities delivery schedule. Well, opening a door in these instances usually is pretty good. Because usually opening doors can save you from combat. It would be nice if we had an option to hop in there, but we don't. Because usually when they're open like that, it's a way to let your drone through. Uh-oh. Enemy turn. Yep. Chicken shit dwarves hiding to the side. Everybody else, you can go in first. Wow. Not sure that you can start with a flying drone, but it's possible, I guess. Well, we have quite the team in here this time. Luckily, we're all behind cover. So that helps. Now he's out in the open, though. Oh, you poor dumb bastard. Go get him, Glory. 6 damage and bleeding. -1 hit point per round. Alright, so what do we got here from Dietrich? That these two grouped together close enough for this to really work? Yeah, but man, the chance of hitting them both is only 22%. Try it, but I don't think it's going to work. Well, we hit one of them. I guess we can run in and try and use our shotgun. Let's go into control mode here. Now, if you'll go deal with that big guy. Go get some flanking on him. Perfect. Nice. Flanking really helped on that one. Alright, let's try shooting with our shotgun. Yeah, didn't really expect a lot. We actually don't even have the shotgun skills, so... Rip him up. And that's why we like Razor Girls. Let's go ahead and summon a spirit. Oh, gross. A corpse spirit of some sort. Yeah, we got Devour, we've got Glue. Disease, acid stream. Just go see if you can chew on this guy. Good enough. And he got stunned. Guess he didn't want to see a floating spiritual pile of semi-devoured corpses doing anything. I don't blame him. Wow, she did decent damage and still... not dead yet. Hell yes, Molly Millions is where it's at. Dead Mage. I guess we can try our pathetic shotgunning skills. If we were ever going to be able to shoot him while he's stunned and nearly dead is the right time for it. Alright. You know, before we advance and put somebody directly next to the spirit, let's go ahead and run the risk of it not working for us anymore. Perfect. Let's get over there and... should be able to do this. Here, just... interesting. Now I can path to it, but it wouldn't work for... well, that's strange, but okay. And then one more. Let's go ahead and do the acid stream right here. And we missed. That's ridiculously bad. Pop up here for a bit of full cover. Do we want to throw a knife? I think we want to throw a knife. Nice. Achievement unlocked. Shoot straight. Successfully attack an enemy with a chance of less than 30% and hit. There we go. And spirits always go away whenever combat's over. So we can see that there's a vent hole here and a vent hole here. And a vent hole here and a vent hole here, but they're not anywhere that we can go. We're about to transition to a new location. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward, into the basement of Harfeld Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies just ahead. You just gotta walk in and get it and leave. Dietrich eyes the door and then turns to Monica. That's a big friggin' vault, Liebchen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data that we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, a little digital hand-waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tinny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes, and Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just as she always does. Venomy, thank you for the gift subscription to Carilla there. Everybody, offer Carilla some soup. We've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the Flux State. Please spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tells me that it needs an answer. So, we can basically get on her and say we don't have time for this. We can say that we agree with Dietrich, and if someone needs to take charge, it'll happen. Or we can say that Iger's right. We need to have a second in command just in case. So, I happen to agree more with Dietrich than anyone else. That may be how your mystical Flux State works, but in the field that kind of thing gets you killed. Come on, Monica, put someone in charge, and let's get on with the mission. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. And then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well, we'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Bod is in charge. There's a pause, and then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Bod, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? Sealy Bob, thank you very much for the gift sub to Boo. Boo also deserves soup. There we go. Delicious soups. And soon, yes, we will have our secret agent and we can go on secret agent raids. I'm no rookie, Iger, and you know it. Monica cuts in, still smiling. You heard what I said, Iger. This is ridiculous. I know that this is a joke to you, Monica, but I'm telling you. Iger, the decision's made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible, the legacy of a long military career, but she knows what she's doing, and she means well. It's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyber deck, and then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently, and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face, and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down and see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen Decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing in your head, you're only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Well, let's pull that data jack. Yeah, sounds like she ran into the blackest of black ice, huh? While Glory holds Monica's head steady, you snatch the cord that connects Monica's data jack to her cyberdeck. Without a moment's hesitation, you give a solid yank and the cord comes free. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from her data jack to the ceiling. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes from between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing, and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Damn. Biotech 3, evaluate the damage to see what you can do to help. To your trained eye, what has happened to Monica is as plain as day, but that doesn't make it any easier to accept. Your friend has suffered a massive stroke. You're familiar with the literature on brain damage caused by hardcore intrusion countermeasures. Black ice, memory loss, and mental impairment are common. More rarely, the brain bleeds have been known to occur. From her symptoms, it appears that Monica has suffered a cerebral hemorrhage on a massive scale. It's a miracle that she's even alive, and your stomach sinks with the realization that there's nothing you can do to help her. You can do it, Monica. Say what you need to say. Slowly, painfully, she wrestles her jaw open, but the blood welled up and her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shapes that she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else? Hope? Feuerschwinge. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. The grunts. Then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. I seem to recall that the translation is something like Firewing. But everybody's having a meltdown right now. It's clearly not a data vault. We need to get out of here fast. Unfortunately, the door did slam shut behind us, so the only way out is forward. So we'll run up here to get behind some cover, and then we'll put our drone into control mode. Those are terrible shot percentages, so we're just going to get close. Glory, on the other hand, can get up there and deliver some claws. There we go. Nice. Dietrich's going to go ahead and... How are we with the electro core? Can we hit both of them? No. Not possible to hit both of them. They're just slightly too far apart. Alright, we'll run up here and get under some cover then. Nearly got him. Now they're together, though. Let's try this again. Hit him with this electro core. You really want to make sure that you can try and get them in the closer segments. The closer they are, the more damage they take. Let's try that one. Nice. One died, the other one lost 2 AP and took 9 damage. That's what we like to see. Anything for us to do? I guess advance into cover. I like the sound of the little motors of the little wheels as it moves around. Oh, that could have done better, couldn't it? 0% chance. Well, we're not even going to try then. Instead, let's mark the target. We should have done that before, making it easier to hit. We need to remember. It misses, though. So we have a chance, but it's not always a good one. Bladed distraction. Here we go. Aimed throw. Accuracy is increased. Not going to work. We got to spend some points to advance. Oh, he's still blocked. Crap. Alright, let's get over here behind cover. Well, I mean, I know that we need to repair the drone, but we literally only have the one repair kit, so we'll definitely work on it at some point. For now, let's just go ahead and advance. Damn. Uh-oh. Well, the fact that this is happening can only mean one thing. We need to find ourselves some cover, because we're going to have more company. How far can we go? There's a place to summon spirits. There's a terminal there. We'll need to try and use the terminal ourselves here in a minute. There we go. That's another cover position. That'll work. Let's go use the computer here. We are the new Team Decker, I guess. MCPOS Building Maintenance Software version 1.01. Command line interface. Internal memory checksum invalid. Bod. Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? I think Monica may have inserted a bug into the system before she died. What's it for? Something tells me we're going to have more company soon. I don't know. Just watch my back while I figure this out. Text continues to scroll across the terminal screen. A problem has been detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restore MCPOS to factory default settings, yes or no. Warning. Restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Bod. Yeah, let's go ahead and just reset it. That way we can try and get out of here. Processing request. 0% complete. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. It's gonna take a while. You glance down at a second screen to see that the facility's on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some sort of massive underground complex. A map of the Holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The doors are currently being rebooted by the system restorer, and they're flashing dull red. If you're reading the display correctly, the only exit from this room is the Holdfast Old Servants entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks into comlink at the crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on in there, rookie? Talk to me. Iger, new extraction point. Hold up. Where's Monica? Down. We'll be exiting via an Old Servants entrance to the west of the main grounds. I need you to keep that exit clear. Roger that. And she cuts off without another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Bod? Our escape route will open in a moment. We hold tight until then. Or, let's give the credit to Monica. Monica found a way to open the doors, but it's going to take some time. Dietrich's pained expression lightens a bit. Of course she did. Thanks to her, we might get out of here alive. Now let's find some cover and wait for the damn door locks to open. Thank you, Liebchen. Alright, so survive for 10 turns, and we're going to try and get out this door. 10 turns? Crapola. Yeah, I'm relatively certain that the translation is Firewing. Here, come over here by your master. That way he can hit you with a repair kit when he gets AP. We'll switch back to the pistol. We'll go for burst fire. Oh, and we cannot Overwatch. That's right. In this version of the game, you have to unlock Overwatch by being sufficiently good at shooting. Less Flugel. Let's see here. Yeah, and I pronounced it like I had had a stroke, so... The word that you're looking for is that. Feuerschwinge, I think. But I don't speak German, so, you know, take what you can get, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and use our repair kit on the drone. There we are, 16 hit points. I have no idea where the shit's coming from, so... 9 turns. Luckily, we killed everybody in the room before we started this. On the one hand, it'd be nice to leave. On the other hand, this gives us plenty of time to get all set up. Swing! Alright, so there's not really a lot else that we need to do since we can't put anybody on Overwatch, so we'll just keep waiting. Oh, here we come! Nice! 10 damage to the drone. That was a hell of a shot. And of course, we've got a 0% chance to hit. Our shooting is so terrible that it's just not even really worth considering. But we can mark things. Oh, we missed again. So... have Glory run up here and get behind some cover. Dietrich behind some cover from that direction. Doesn't really look like he can hit either one of them. Nobody's actually injured. So let's add some aim to... Hell, try it on us. Maybe we'll get a chance. Maybe they'll run up into the room and our shotgun will actually work. Alright, so we got more coming. Drone down. Nice. Go get behind cover. Can we hit these guys? No, way too far out of range. Alright, I got an idea. If we move up here, and we pop the Dragon Slayer idol, everybody who's within range here should take less damage if they get hit. There we go. Incoming damage reduced by 3. Yeah. Alright. These guys are getting close. This guy's got grenades, and this guy's just a guard, so we really need to advance on this here. You can do it, little drone. Nice. Took advantage of that. I've only got one. It would not be an unlikely thing for us to try and get out of these guys' range and have better cover, so when we get over here, like this, they shouldn't be able to get me from here. Alright, now Glory is going to have to go and do her claws. Nicely done. Alright, we're going to run a little closer here. Alright, little damage. Oh! He risked damaging his teammate. The figure loping toward you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy, overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. All right, friends. Playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking. Steal maybe a vase or two from the museum. No harm. Maybe I'd have let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that kind of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping mob, his minigun, jerks upwards, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Bod, hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things could tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender. I promise I'll make this easy. How about you drop your enormous gun and step over here instead? Funny. You're a funny guy. The orc's gauntleted fist tightens, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to whir as he wheels the weapon to face you. Oh shit. Oh shit. 2 shots with the shotgun, and we missed this fucker. Alright, fine. I see how it is. Really? Five rounds, and then we need to get over there. I think we need to start running in that direction. The running gun may take us 5 rounds to get over there. But we'll do it from behind cover, goddammit. We're already under cover there, so we might as well hit him. 22 damage and minus 2 AP. Nice. 4 turns. Time to move. Yeah, you know, I don't really want to be introduced to the big times with a Vindicator submachine gun. That's no good. Alright, good. He's down. Dietrich. Hoping he'll come this way and then give us a little more time to kind of use this to block. So I don't want to run away from him too fast. I want him moving in this direction. But let's get Glory to move at least. Alright, and then Dietrich actually has a small shot on him. Try this and see if you can get him one. Oh shit, he had to run to do it. Okay, that didn't work. Time to run. See ya. And then our drone, of course, is not in a good place. How about cover? There we go. Oh my god, he's fast. Look at him. He went from like over there to like over here. Damn. Dietrich's got 2 more turns before he can hit Electro. He could do haste, but then he's completely open to getting shot. Which is not really what I want to see, so run up here and get behind some cover. Next turn, he should be able to try and summon a spirit from there to help out. Wow, we can't remove AP from him either. We did give him unbalanced, which makes him slightly easier to hit, though. Yep, not gonna keep doing that. Let's move. Oof. Not what I wanted to see. Alright, summon that spirit. A wind dancer. Bolt of lightning that does -1 AP. A blast of lightning that does an ongoing 10 AP. Or grants 3 quickness. Let's do this one right here. Electrocurrent. 10 damage and keep doing 10 damage. Never mind. Destroyed it in 1. Alright, 2 turns. Dietrich advance. And then I'll advance and get behind cover. And Glory can retreat and... there we go, cover. Oops. And then haul ass, little drone. Survive for 1 more turn. Alright, let's risk it. And we'll get it over here, and it can fart around with this guy, and hopefully delay him for a little bit, because we need to stack up by that door, like, post-haste. Well, the little spirit's trying. It really is. You can't fault it for that. Depending on the direction he comes from, I think that's probably the best that we can do. We'll put a heal on us. We're 1 point more wounded than Glory. And honestly, I think Glory can just hang out where she's at. She can't hit. We just need to wait 1 more round. Time to leave. New objective, escape. The door unlocks with a loud click, and your escape route is clear. Alright. Get out of here, Glory. Oh no. That doesn't actually get us out of here, does it? We're going to have to leave the drone there just on the chance that it can soak up some of the damage. Because it's still a valid target, just like the Wind Dancer. Of course it's a cone of effect weapon. Alright, we just got to get down to the elevator. Alright, we'll advance. He's down to 1 for as long as he's controlling the spirit, so... Wow, it didn't escape. That's amazing. Glory's gonna try for burst fire. Missed. I mean, really, we're just running for the door. We don't need to take these guys out. Which is a good thing, because apparently we can't. Wow, that guy just laughed off everything that we could possibly do. He almost shot his own guy. Alright, unsummon. And keep running for the exit. Everybody run, run, run for the exit. Anybody feel bad about leaving Monica behind? Because they totally can stick around if they want. Oh. Dietrich, get out of here. Drop this thing back into follow mode. Come on. Later, suckers. I say suckers, of course, we lost our team leader. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. The run was a trap. Oh, it was it? We can talk about this later. For now, we've got to get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Iger slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people, and Bod, when we get back to the Kreutz Bazaar, we're going to have a little talk. The Kreutz Bazaar. Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people and until very recently Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty and crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that calls itself the Kreutz Bazaar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Kreutz Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and the neon plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Kreutz Bazaar. Your safe house awaits on the other side. Bizarre indeed. Yeah, I think there's two reasons really on why we're going to see English. One, because most people that are playing this are going to be English as a first language speaker. And then two, it's a pretty cosmopolitan area. There is a lot of English that's getting spoken, because there's a lot of people from all over the world that are going to be here. There's some German. But yeah, mostly it's just because primary English is a first language speakers. We can change the game to German text. Of course, then I couldn't understand any of it. Yeah, and 3, if the programmers, if they have a second language, it's French. Probably true, yeah. You step inside and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off of steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part dealmaker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in, the grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, and Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen, and he swallows. Takes a moment to chew on his words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Something was in the vault's security system, and it cooked her brain. It was too quick to be black ice. Glory nods, her motions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. And this idiot stood by and let it happen. Let it happen? She jacked in, and she screamed, and she seized, and by the time that we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and microtremors are a good indication of a Decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those? No, if you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security, Baud included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Under a bus is exactly where he belongs. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich, you know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough, and you're going to get burned. Iger turns her focus back to us. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Enough. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured. Hey. Thanks for the follow. Really appreciate that. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? Look, this won't... You don't have an answer to that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your That is enough! Amsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down on the desk behind him. Iger, you and Baud can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you in to get something much bigger than he'd led us to believe, and I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we're dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. Well, the estate is just a front for whatever's going on in the basement. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they may be, were none too pleased by your escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? Well, after everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That's not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for sure. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you note anything else in the run that may be of value? Monica lived long enough to say a name, but she slurred it terribly, like she suddenly forgot how to speak German. Feuerschwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. The Fire Wing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. The Fire Wing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. You're far to remember her, of course. For Germans of my generation, Feuerschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation, and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine this rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Fire Wing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down into the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. The event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Those early years of the awakening were traumatic, Iger, not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to another wave of global panic. And in light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of the Feuerschwinge is a bit of historical trivia, nothing more. All right. So Monica spent her dying breath to tell us about a long-dead dragon. Any ideas as to why? No, and it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwinge has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. I will look into this. I will find answers. And in the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? No, that's all we've got. That's not much. It is thin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Wait, you're still missing something. Who paid for this? I do not know his exact identity. I did not set up the run. Monica did. I warned her. I told her not to take the job, but she assured me that it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica would do anything for her cause, anything for the Flux State. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. That was all it took. Alright, well, it sounds like Green Winters is our best lead then. Oh yes, most definitely. It's clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to rabbit. We need to chase him down before that happens. Okay, so we need information on Green Winters, and we need it fast. There is a man here in the Kreutz Bazaar, a Turk named Altug Barakgazi. He owns a little soy calf shop just up the way called Cafe Kezve. The man's a purveyor of information. I've done business with him from time to time. And do you think he would know something about Green Winters? When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tab on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. Well, with good reason it would seem. I'll talk to Altug and see what he knows about Green Winters. Very well. Tell him that I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you've uncovered already, sparse though it may be. Karma gained. Game saved. We'll go ahead and save and quit. That is the opening act.